Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I believe we're on Veda day 17. I could be wrong. It's hard to keep up at this point, but I just finished editing and getting ready to upload the painting I did for Veda, and I did even a quick tutorial on how I stretch this onto a needlepoint loom. It wasn't that hard. It really was simple. So it's already framed, technically speaking. I mean, if you wanted to get extra with it and put it in a shadow box, knock yourself out. If you want to even get really fancy and paint the actual wood of this, maybe black or a different color, that's also something that you can do. I had so much fun creating this. I was actually, when I created it, I had no idea what was going to go in here. I, for the life of me, could not figure out what I wanted to put in here as art. And then I thought about it like, hey, you're working on something that has a lot to do with sea life and marine life or whatever. So why not tie that into this piece? I did some art, maybe I think it was 2011 maybe. Well, I created it in 2010 and had for a show that was happening, a gallery show that was happening, my first solo show in 2011. So I'll probably post some of those pictures really quick for you, or actually even better, I will link the video of that, so you can see the show. Okay, now that this is finished, I want to protect it. I've already done one layer of fixative when I went, once I decided that I was going to do a few metallic washes across her face with the metallic watercolors by Yasutomo. Yeah, Yasutomo. I got these at like Hobby Lobby or something. Once I decided I wanted to do a wash of these across her face, I did not want it to disturb, because it's not acrylic gouache, it's just the regular traditional gouache. I didn't want it to disturb any of that paint and re-wet it and it move. So I sprayed some fixative on the painting and then went over the painting with the watercolors to give that, where you can see the iridescent water going across her face, so it looks like she's actually she is, in my opinion, immersed in the water and you just kind of caught her face in the frame, or it could be she's looking like through a looking glass into the marine life and you see her on the other side of the glass. It could be either way, whichever way your mind thinks. But I'm just going to spray it with fixative again, and this is the kind that I use. This is the Krylon low odor clear finish. I sometimes will use Grumbracher. Oh gosh, I try so many different ones because that's something I don't use often. Like I use varnish for oil paintings and stuff. But anyway, this. And this is the safe to use indoors apparently. So, but I am going to turn the heater off. And just hold it back. If you have acrylic nails, also make sure that your nails are not in the line of the flow of the aerosol spray, because it will cause it to drip and make it messy. So yeah. Looks good. Then I'm going to take my handy dandy hair dryer. All right. That's good. you know what? I really had a good time creating this, and so much so because I just got the cheapest one. Well, I wouldn't say I got the cheapest one. It might have been the second to cheapest one because I didn't want to go smaller. I thought this size would be a good size to jump off from. But since I know now that I really enjoy this and the process gives me a little bit more instant gratification than oil paints, although you know my oil paints in my bag, but gouache and watercolors are a serious second. And I would say gouache over watercolors because I like the how opaque they can be. But then would come acrylics and then markers or color pencils. But because I'm a mixed media artist, I tend to use all of them at some point. Now I'm taking some, you can use any kind. I just happen to have Mod Podge right now. But you should use something that does not yellow over a period of time. I've not experienced this yellowing. Okay. All right. Oop, damn, I didn't mean to pour that much out. That was way too much. Okay, we have enough. More than enough, actually. Like I said, that was way too much. And I'm just gonna get a brush. Oh, that's too big. This is a good size. Low Cornell nylon. They usually come in a pack. Get like 3 different sizes or whatever. 3 or 4 different sizes. Not that serious. And I'm just gonna brush this. Okay. Can you see? I want to make sure you can see. Yes, you can see. All right, here's my varnish. Just need a little bit. And I would normally wet my brush. Actually, I still can wet my brush by spraying it, because my water jug that I was using to paint with is very dirty now. So make sure when you wet your brush, you're using clean water. All right, so just gonna go from side to side here. It's actually easier if you kind of make sure there's a lot on your brush so that it goes on smoothly. And I wouldn't even mind getting the wood wet. It is imperative though that if you are not using acrylic wash, that you do the fixative step first. If you do not, it's not going to be pretty. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I got a little glue glob here, and I'm trying to remove it. There we go. And remove any excess out the corners. I do want to make sure I get the corners though, so I am kind of digging in those corners. And that is it, guys. This Mod Podge does have a little bit of a gel. I did put some iridescent medium in it, so it will dry with that iridescent look to it. And I am going to dry it with a hair dryer and come back and show you the finished product. Okay guys, and this is the finished product. It's probably 98% dry. I mean, I see a few areas where there's a little bit of milkiness there, and that'll dry. So yeah, this is the finished product. It has a nice little iridescent shine to it. I mean, glisten to it. And it's a nice shiny finish. You would have thought, oh, who knew I could do that? I didn't know. I just took a chance one day and said, let me see if that'll work. And it did. I really like the little bit of sparkle you can see, because like I said, I used the Liquitex iridescent medium, and I'm gonna pull that out so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Let's move that so the camera can focus. And this is it by Liquitex. And I poured it in the Mod Podge. Or if you don't want to do that, because you might not want all your paintings to sparkle, you can always pour the Mod Podge or whatever liquid glossy acrylic or matte acrylic varnish you have, or sealer, and then pour this in there and mix it together. You have to be careful though. I would say do a little at a time to see how iridescent you want it to be, because you can actually make it way too, you can put too much in there and it'll just become a sparkly milky mess. So watch your ratios. So yeah, that's it, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.